बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मदिन व आलि मुहम्मद उलिल अम्रि लज़ीना फ़रज़्त अलैना ताअतहुम व रफ़अना बिज़ालिका मंज़िलतहुम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम believers, this is Zishan Haidar Musawi again with a very interesting topic. The topic is the nature of light in physics and the nature of light in Islam and Quran. So this is the topic. So first I will explain you the nature of light. With regard to my main topic of the words, my main topic today is a verse which is verses 15, ayah surah 15 verses 87. The surah 15 is surah Hijr, and the verses goes something like this: وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَاكَ سَبْعًا مِّنَ الْمَثَانِي وَالْقُرْآنِ الْعَظِيمِ. Definitely we have given you of 14, right? Wal Quran al Azim, and the great Quran. This is the verses of Quran, right? Allah is telling definitely وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَاكَ سَبْعًا مِّنَ الْمَثَانِي. Sab'a means 7, min al-masani twice. Yeah, so it comes to Sab'an min al-masani means 14. So of 14. So definitely we have given you 14 and the great Quran. Yeah, this is the verse. So people say that the Sab'a misal, there is a misinterpretation. Sab'a min al-masani, the 14. The Sab'a, so they take just 7. The scholars, of different sects, they say that it refers to the Alam ka surah, but that is wrong. Surah Al-Hamd, because we have given you of 14 and Quranul Azim, because the Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, the surah which has 7 verses, it is there in Quran. So God has given you Quran and 14. So, the Sab'a min al-Masani, if you say it is Alam ka surah, it is redundancy. It's not correct. So according to Imam Jafar as-Sadiq, he said that Sab'a min al-Masani, the 14 refers to we Ahl Bayt, the 14 Masumeen, the concept of 14, like Prophet Muhammad, Bi Fatima, and the 12 Imams. Like regarding the 12 Imams or the Khalifa from God, Bukhari also has a hadith. Bukhari says that the Prophet Muhammad said that there will be 12 Khalifa from Quraysh. Right? And he also said in Sahasita, it is said that there will be 12 from Bani Hashim, 12 Imam, 12 Khalifa of God after the Prophet. So we have a concept of Prophet Muhammad, Fatima, and the 12 Imams, 14, the holy 14, right? Regarding this holy 14, the Quran says that we will show you, right? Our sign, the Quran says, we will show you, Sanurihim. This is Fusilat, verses 41 and ayah 53. It says that Sanurihim ayatina fil afaq wa fi anfusihim. We will show you our signs, ayatina, fi al-afaq, on the horizon, outside, wa fi anfusihim, and inside you also, right? So this concept of 14 is represented in our hands, 14 bones. Our hands are made of 14 bones, right? Phalanges. And our face also is made of 14 bones, right? The 14, the holy 14 concept is, very unique, right? In this light of this 14, this ayah, I will talk about the nature of light in physics. If you see the light, this white light, if you pass it through a prism, it will get divided into 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. These are the violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. These are the 7 colors of light. They are the visible colors, right? Light has another 7 colors which are invisible. That comes under invisible spectrum. Like if you go below the red light, there are 3 colors: infrared, microwaves, radio waves. They have wavelength bigger than light. And if you go above violet, you will have ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays. So total is 13. 7 colors, 7 visible colors, and 6 invisible colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, infrared, microwaves, radio waves, right? Then ultraviolet rays, X-rays, gamma rays. 13, but they should be 14. According to the 14 is very significant. God is telling that we will show you our signs Inside you, that is 14. 14th bone of face, right? And 14 flanges. There are other 14s also. So now, on outside also, we will show you 14. So outside is light, the world of light, the horizon. So according to me, there should be 14 colors in light. But the spectrum is made of, the spectrum of white light is made of 13 colors. One is missing. So I did a lot of hard work on this. I wanted to know where is the missing color. Is the science waiting for the discovery of another ray of light, another color, like ultraviolet were discovered, infrared were discovered? I was thinking that one is missing because there are only 13: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Ultraviolet rays, X-rays, gamma rays, infrared rays, microwaves, radio waves. 13. Where is the 14th one? So I did a lot of search. Then finally God guided me. See, the white light itself is a color, right? It's a composite one of all the 13. So I missed that. If you include the white light, which is the composite, it's 14. So we will show you, like the ayah says, Sanurihim ayatina fil afaq. We will show you our signs outside, on the horizon, afaq, and inside you. Inside is 14, we know that. God is telling, these 5 fingers are made of 14 bones. God is telling that there will be no activity without 14. So God has chosen some 14 energies, right, in the invisible world, in the spiritual world. As I told you, whatever is there in this universe, in the visible world, it is a representation of the spiritual world. So again, when the white light has 14 colors total, so the light of God, right, has 14 parts. Yeah? God has made a light and called that light as his own light, because God is not made of anything, right? Like God made the Kaaba, Prophet Muhammad, and called it the house of God. Actually, God is not staying there. Yeah, it is symbolic. So likewise, God is invisible. He is not made of anything. He made light. So He is not made of anything. Nirguna Brahman. We don't know what is He. So the point is, God made 14, the Saguna Brahman. That is the Saguna Brahman, 14. So the light of God is made of 14 components. Right? Like the light in physics is made of 14 components. Right? So the point is, does Quran say anything as such? The 14 components? Yeah. The verses 35 of Surah Nur, it says very clearly the components, For example, the ayah of Surah Nur, which is the verses 35, I will recite it for you, then you will come to know the verses. It's something, the verses goes like this. The verses is 35, Surah Nur, which is the 24th surah of Quran. It goes like this. Allahu nuru samawati wal ards. God is the light nur of the heaven and earth. Maslo nurihi, the example, the sample. Maslo nurihi, the sample of his light. Example of his light is Maslo nurihi kamishkatin, is a niche where you keep a lamp, right? Where you keep the lamp. The example of the light of God is a niche. Kamishkatin, fiha misbah. In that niche is a lamp. Misbah is a lamp. Al-Misbah fi Zujaja, and the Misbah lamp is in the glass. Alright, Zujaja. Of Zujaja to kan naha kawkabun durriyun. The Zujaja, the glass is as bright as a star of piercing brightness. Right, durriyun. Yukhadu min shajaratin mubarakatin zaytunatin. Lighted from the oil, which is from a shajaratin mubarakatin zaytunatin, olive tree. The oil of the lamp, the lamp has been lightened from the plant of olive tree, which is neither eastern nor western. Mubarakatin zaytunatin la sharqiyatin wala gharbiyatin. It is neither eastern nor western. This shows that Ahl Bayt are not materialistic. They don't belong to this world. Shajaratin, wala sharqiyatin wala gharbiyatin yakadu zaytuha yuzi, and the oil is so sensitive that it appears, yakadu zaytuha yuzi walau lam tamsasu narun. The oil of the lamp is so inflammable that it appears to be burning even though the fire has not touched it. This is the example of the light of God. Nurun ala nur, light upon light. Yahdi Allahu li nurihi man yasha, and God guides to His light whomsoever He wishes. Yadribullahu al-amsala lin-nas, and God sets examples for human beings. Yadribul amsala, He throws examples for human beings. Yadribullahu al-amsala lin-nas, wallahu bi kulli shay'in alim. He knows everything. And Yadribullahu al-amsala lin-nas, we set example for human beings. This shows that this confirms the anthropic principle. Man is the measure. This is a scientific principle, anthropic principle. It is the principle of physics. Nuclear physicists made this principle. They say that man is the measure. Everything is for man. Right? So the point is, in this surah, in this verses, there is hadith that we say that the niche, Imam says, niche refers to Prophet Muhammad. In the niche is the Misbah is Fatima Zahra, his daughter. Misbah, the lamp. Al-Misbah fi zujajatin, and the lamp is in the glass. Glass is again Hazrat Ali. Hazrat Ali, she went under the custody of Hazrat Ali later on after getting married, right? And the lamp is in the niche, and there is a niche, and in the niche is the lamp, and the lamp is in the glass. The glass is Hazrat Ali, right? According to hadith. And the lamp is Bibi Fatima, and it is Kawkubun Durriyun. The effect of the glass are Hassan and Hussein. Kawkubun Durriyun. Kawkab sa Durri, piercing brightness. Two characteristics, these are Hassan and Hussein. The reflection of Hazrat Ali. Right? And the next verse is Az-Zujajatu Kannaha Kawkubun Durri Yuqadu. Lightened. The lamp is lightened. Yuqadu. The fire is from a tree. Shajarate Mubaraka. Kindly remember that. Yuqadu min shajaratin mubarakatin zaytunatin. Olive tree. Lamp has been lightened from, the fire has been taken from olive tree. Shajaratin mubarakatin zaytunatin la sharqiyatin wala, neither eastern nor western. Wala sharqiyatin wala gharbiyatin yakadu zaytuha yuzi. The oil of that lamp is so sensitive. Here this, in the hadith it is mentioned that Shajaratin Mubarakatin refers to Zainul Abidin, Zaytunatin refers to Bakhar, right? Shajaratin refers to Imam Zainul Abidin, Mubarakatin refers to Bakhar, and Zaytunatin refers to Jafar Sadiq. He is Jafar Sadiq. La Sharqiyatin Wala Gharbiyatin refers to Musa Kadhim alayhi salam. Wala, Yakadu Zaytuha refers to Raza alayhi salam. Walau lam tamsas hunarun refers to Imam Taqi alayhi salam. Nurun ala nur, light upon light refers to Naqi and Hasan Askari. Yahdi Allahu li nurihi man yasha. God guides to His nur, that is Imam Mahdi. 12. It is mentioned in tafasir and all. This is all details is there. Each part of the verses refers to a masoom. This verses of Quran which talks about the light of God, so it means that the light of God is composite. The verses of Quran is telling niche, misbah, lamp, zujaja, glass, composite. Light of God is composite, made of many things, many components. So the components are 14 in these verses. The Imams are 14. The total masoom, the infallibles are 14. And light in physics also had 14 components. And the white light represents the Imam of the age, the composite one. Like Imam Mahdi will be the light of his age. When Hazrat Ali was there, he was the white light. Right? When he was there. When he is gone, he is the light, right? One of the color. So now, regarding this light, there is one more beautiful verses of the Quran. The verses of Surah Baqarah 138. It talks about, it says that Sabaqatullah wa man ahsanu minallahi sabaqa. Sabaqa means color. So he says that Sibaqatullah, the color of God, right? Sibaqatullah wa man ahsana minallahi sabaqa. Best color is the color of God. So God doesn't have any color. The color represents the 14 infallibles, right? So Quran also is talking about the Sibqa. Wa nahnu lahu abidun. So the point is, as I told you, Quran talks about light, Quran talks about color, physics talks about light, it has 14 components. Quran talks about the Noor of God, it has 14 components, right? So, in the next topic, I will be talking about the Raman effect, right, and Ahl Bayt. I will explain you. Raman effect is concerned with light. So, I will explain you the Raman effect in terms of and related to the spiritual truth. With this, I conclude, and I kindly request you to donate and see the details in this description and donate us and support us. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.